The genetically blessed Victoria Michaels has made her first ever YouTube tutorial. It's about time, right? My name is Victoria Michaels, and for the longest time I've literally had so many people asking me when am I going to start making YouTube tutorials to show everyone how I make these outfits, style the hair, paint my face, etc. And guess what? It's happening right now because this is the first ever video. I'm literally so excited. My journey started out with makeup, so it makes sense that my first video would be all about how I'm paint my face. We're gonna get started on the face and becoming beautiful. So yeah, all that's been done so far. I put my contacts in after having a shower and yeah, just clean my face. So what I'm gonna do now, I love the hydrating spray by Mecca Cosmetics. I love this stuff a lot, so I normally just go to town and spray a ton of it all over my face. The next thing I'm gonna be doing is the next thing I'm going to be doing is covering up my eyebrows. So I actually used to use my brows because they're pretty thin and they're pretty high, but yeah, these days I prefer to make them go a little higher and a little sharper. A lot of queens use glue stick. Personally, not a fan of that. I've always found that, I just don't know, it always goes a bit gluggy and gross, I've never been a fan. Anyway, so what I like to use is what we use to glue our wigs down, so it's Spirit Gum, and then I will go over the top of it with eyebrow plastic, also by Krylon, both of them by Krylon. I normally try and keep like sort of from there backwards my own brow, and we're going to cover the rest of it. So once those are all glued down, next I'm going to take the Krylon, what is this stuff? Spirit Gum Remover. It's alcohol based. I'm going to take that and put a little bit on a wipe, and I like to just go around the edge of where I've been and clear up all the excess. That's probably not the best, putting alcohol straight on the face, but whatever, works. Next we're going to take the stick of plastic that you stick on the eyebrows. Sometimes I'll just like clean off the end of it because it gets a bit of Spirit Gum on it. It's not dirty, it's just Spirit Gum. If anybody's wondering how long it takes me to do my full face, it will normally take about 3 hours. So you're in for a treat. The next job to do is I like to just take another powder puff and use a little bit of white powder. This one is from Krylon. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Ah! I just knocked over the Spirit Gum. So I like to use, it's a NYX product. I think you have to get it from America. It's NYX Full Coverage Concealer and it's orange. Gorgeous. Who's a pretty lady? Not me. I know it's a lot of effort, but I just think if I'm gonna look like a female, when you see some queens and they've got those crusty little brows poking through, it just destroys the illusion. You're not a woman at all. Push. Like you're giving birth. Push. We're going to now go over them with concealer. So the concealer that I'm going to be using is one from MAC. It is Studio Finish Concealer in NW15. And it's a great shade. Okay, so they're both done now, and what I'm going to do to set them all down is get the powder puff. Once again, I'm going to work that powder into the brow. So you just stick it on. Oh gosh. The next thing we're going to do is start doing some my favorite eyebrow stuff, which is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. That's the lid, there's the little pot thing they come in. And I'm gonna be using dark brown and soft brown, and it's a dip brow pomade, which is very great. So you've just got a little bit on, you can just brush them off. And we're gonna mark out the shape. So the shape that I'm generally gonna go for is, we're gonna go up and then down. Then I'm gonna go to the top corner of sort of where my natural brow starts, and I'm gonna go from there and connect with the same color. I then just clean up any little mistakes while we're going. See, I do this all the time. I'll just keep playing and playing and playing, and next thing you know, 5 hours is gone. It's just great. Time flies when you're fiddling with your eyebrows. So the next step to becoming Victoria is to draw on some hairs. I will get a flat-ended brush when I can get it open, and it's just like, I think it's called Let It Snow. So it's like the widest white that Sephora has, and I will just go to town. Lots of it on there. And I will just start pushing it in. For this look, I am doing an orange and green fantasy, as you're all aware. With my little I really like the orange tones in the Jaclyn Hill palette volume 2. That was rude. And I also like, there's another one by Morphe as well. There's actually a lot of oranges, but I would like these two because they're kind of vibrant. So in the 35B palette, that shade there, and also I'll probably use a little bit of that one. And in terms of the green, so we're going to do orange, which we talked about, and then green in a little bit. We'll use some of those and then some other colours too. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut out and tidy up these little creases under here because they look very, very, very messy at the moment. So once again, I actually think this is the last time I use this. So use the NW15 and we are going to cut out a lovely circle shape. Now that we've done the top of the eyes, we are going to do the color on the lids. So we're going to go back, we're going to grab some, plot twist, orange. Take the white. Oh, so rude. It's from, that's Stella. I'm getting it everywhere. And what I'm going to do is just carefully trace out that line just to define it. Start in the corner. I have finished them. They're all tidied up and they're looking a lot better. So what we're going to do next is we need to put on the eyelashes, and yes, that's the next thing. While that's drying, the next thing I'm going to do is do some of the little details I like to do with white eyeliner. So around the top of the eyebrow. Now I guess we can move on to things other than eyes, finally. So what I'm going to go on with is the Krylon TV paint sticks. Everyone uses them. Blend it out. I'm gonna go on with my highlight. So this stuff is from It Cosmetics. I've squeezed it out into a different tube because I don't like it. Comes in like a squeezy thing that I really don't like. But the product is amazing. So it's like a waterproof concealer. There you go. So I go on with that, and it's super, super thick. This is actually my favorite product of the whole drag thing. She's coming. She's coming. Oh, she's almost here. So the next job that we've got to do is to set this all down. So I'm going in with a powder from MAC. The Morphe, what is this? It's a Morphe bronzer in the shade Icon. I found it, there you go. Gorgeous. I'm just cleaning up a little. Putting the stuff away. Alright, back to it. Okay, then I'm going to go on with a MAC bronzer. This one, okay, let's see what Harmony. It's Harmony. How harmonious. So we're going to go in with a whole lot of light powder next. What are we going to go on? The pink. Pink. So we're going to go on, I like this one from Mecca. It's very pink. You're going to take the Harmony from MAC. And what we're going to do is, I will generally start with like a little sort of dot where the top, it's hard to explain. Okay, so I'll just do it. We're going to take the white powder from earlier. She's coming to life. Finally, I'm going to take a very thin brush and just run some of the white up. So we're going to lastly do the lips. So let's do it. Stop it. Stop it. And then I'm just going to sharpen the pencil quickly. So a little trick I like to do is on either side draw a line that goes, on either side draw a line that goes straight up. Gives the impression that you're smiling when you're not. Oh, she looks beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to go do finishing touches and then we'll come back and I'll show you the final look. So here's the final look. What do you think? She's serving glamorous lime and beautiful orange. Isn't it stunning? I'm so happy with the way that this look turned out. I literally love the makeup. I love the nails as well. So I made these two. I styled the hair and I also made this outfit. Interestingly, it's actually made out of a whole lot of mop pads, the ones that you use to swish around the house and you put on the bottom of a steam mop. So I got a whole lot of them. There's orange ones too. And I cut them all up and made them into an outfit. So how fierce, right? Yes, wearable art, come through for recyclable fashion. Anyways, thank you for watching. I am so excited to be, making videos and can't wait to do some future ones. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you share the hell out of it. Subscribe so you get the little dings. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook. So Instagram is Victoria_Michaels and Facebook's the same. Otherwise, I will look forward to seeing you all next time. Mwah! See ya!